This team's going to have a different personality, but when you got whatever the theories were that were thrown out about our team last year, people are probably going to be excited to beat us and say, stick their nose up at us or whatever emoji you want to use, at the start of the year anyway. So I think all that's going to be a part of the storyline. But really, I think what it's going to be is we're kind of going down there towards their home turf, not on their home field. And everyone's going to be excited across the country to start opening day. You got a fresh, clean start. So it's going to be all the excitement you can imagine. And let's see what we're all about. And no better way to do it than to challenge yourself against an Omaha caliber club in Arizona.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
Hey, it is I, Rocket Man, and this is the world according to Rocket, the Vols edition. I know, I don't have my groovy hat on today, or hat, but I wanted you to know that I have hair, right? I do look normal. I just don't walk around my entire life with just a baseball coif on. Hey, hammer that like button, hammer that subscribe button if you like anything about this broadcast, even if you don't. Help me out.
Now, Grand Canyon is a program that what they do well is they win a lot of games without everybody in the country knowing it because it's not a huge school. By now, you've seen YouTube basketball videos. It's a really cool campus. It's completely transformed into the university it is if you know the history of the school. And then the baseball program's always been good. But probably because the stadium's become really good, campus, the baseball program's gotten even better. They got a shortstop that could be a first rounder and a couple other highly touted guys. And then we'll worry about day three when that's already a lot of thoughts. But day three for me will be cool because I'll coach against, on the other coaching staff will be a player that I coached at University of Missouri and love that kid. So we'll have to be enemies for a day and then hug it out afterwards.
I tell you, Danny White has got to be his mind has got to be so blown, and he's got to feel so grateful with the quality of coaches that he has in his stable as an athletic director. I mean, seriously. Here I am, fawning all over Coach Halsley the other day and about a week ago in that last video, right? And now I'm doing the same thing about Vitello. I mean, Coach Tony, he's just so engaging. He's just so likable. You'll see that in a minute. But first, I want to show you something. I want to show you something that I was today years old when I learned this. Like I said, I was today years old before I ever knew this. So I'm kind of looking around. I wanted to see the new faces on the team and that sort of thing. So I go here, and you might want to do this as well, right? I searched for University of Tennessee baseball roster. All right, there it is. There's the link. I click it, and here's where it takes me. It takes me to the baseball roster for 2023, right? But now then I said, well, I just want to look through here. And so I see roster view grid, right? And I hit the drop down, and then I see roster view cards. What? What is that? Do they have their own baseball cards already? I didn't know. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to hit go. This is so much fun. And they got your baseball cards over here, right? So now this isn't the interesting part. Here's the interesting part. So I'm looking around at these little things that get all the info, 61210, Brooklyn, blah, 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 right? Eloah, Hawaii. Okay, you got that, right? So, but check this out. Here is their Instagram. Boom. You just click right to their Instagram, right to the social media, right? Okay. Yeah. And there's the same thing with the Twitter. But look right here. There is a little $sign. Isn't that adorable? Now, click the $sign. Click it. And guess what? You can make an NIL submission for the player that you just clicked on to come and open your car wash or something, or your car dealership or whatever. Check this out. So what you do, let's go back just so you can see it. So let's say I have a car wash, right? And I want to get Christian Moore over on an off day, and we're going to have a radio station there, and we're going to do whatever. And I want to get Christian Moore to make an appearance. All right. So what I do is I click that $, and what? Partner with a Vol or a Lady Vol, right? Check it out. And so I'm going in here, and the University of Tennessee Athletics, NIL interest. Obviously, that's name, image, and likeness opportunities for the player and for us, for my car wash. I want to get people there for my car wash. So I put my first name and last name required, to email, the phone number to get a hold of me, the specific sport required, and the specific student athlete that I'm interested in, and my company name. And then I'm going to describe the type of NIL activity that I'm interested in: appearance, an endorsement, an autograph, a video shout out, or other. And then I submit this form, and then a member of the staff, the NIL staff, will contact me and negotiate a deal for me to pay Christian Moore to come to my car wash. I mean, if I had a car wash. I think that's so cool. You know, I've been bad-mouthing the NIL, but this is a good way for at least the non-Nico Iamaleava players and student athletes to have some sort of income possibilities. I think that's awesome. Okay, so that's amazing. So you can, like, you know, if you have like a car dealership and you want, you know, Dollander to come over or something, you can just click that button and submit an NIL proposal for him to come open up your car wash or something. You know, isn't that cool? Or you can buy an autograph. I think that is amazing. And that brings me to the next point of business. I have never asked for a super chat or a super sticker, but I am today. I'd appreciate your help. Let me tell you why. Back before Christmas, I gave up the studio in Nashville. And the reason I did that, because they jacked the rent up like crazy on me. And I just said, no. I was living in a really nice part of town. And, you know, so many people are coming in from the blue states. It's crazy. Those of you who live in Nashville understand exactly what I'm talking about. And so all the rents are going up. All the houses are going up. It's crazy. So I decided, because it was the holidays, that I was just going to put my stuff in storage, which I did. And I came to spend time with my family in Oklahoma over Christmas. I'm still here, as you can tell. So Chewy and I, you know, you should see the looks I get with Chewy in the passenger seat when we travel. It's adorable. Anyway, so Chewy and I are out here in Oklahoma, and we're getting ready to go back to Nashville. All right. So around the March 1st or whatever. And I'm going, you know what? I need some gas money. Rocket Man, you've never asked for super chats, so let's just ask for super chats. So today we have an event. We have a big event. Baseball's opening. I'm covering it all day. I'm here all day. I'm watching all night. I'm asking for super chats. Bring it on. If you like anything about this show, I'd appreciate it, and I'll be forever grateful. Thank you so much.
Dollander, he's kind of progressed ever since he's been on campus in every category you can come up with. But the one that's most noticeable is just what you would throw under the category of presence. I mean, how he handles himself around the team, becoming a leader, becoming a guy that probably needed to be corrected in some areas when he first got here. And that's really just getting used to the program, to now he corrects other guys in a positive fashion and then handle himself on the mound the way he does. So whether it's hype or that kind of talk or being nervous about the season starting, and I'm now talking about every player on our team, you're not natural if you don't think those things. So if he were ever to come to me and say, man, I want to do just as well as I did last year, or any of the other guys saying I want to achieve this, or I'm stressed out about a pro career, it's normal. But I think the key is to embrace it and also kind of set it aside, because once the game starts, it technically doesn't have anything to do with our team trying to beat the other team. I think it's just been a parallel to how they've gotten closer as a team. And we finally have had a couple guys arguing with each other on the field, which is healthy. Anytime you got in my case, brother-sister relationship, when your family spend time around one another, you're going to have conflict, you're going to have resolution. You're also going to have some fun times that aren't just, hey, the coaches, we're going to play spike ball today or whatever and have fun. It's things that have kind of come organically out of that locker room in the weight room. And it's starting to feel more like a team, even more so than it did in Jackson, Tennessee. And then if you date back to September and even prior to that, when we first played Wake Forest, it didn't seem like a team at all. So that progression, I think, is at a certain point, but by no means is it kind of, where it needs to be at the end, where it's going. And not what it was like with a couple of the other teams we had, where just everyone had been around the program and each other for so long. So this has a fresh flavor to it, which therein lies means it's a new one. And I think there's days ahead where we're going to notice more progress and feel good about it. I think Christian Moore is a guy who will compete at the plate every pitch. And like every hitter, things will go good and bad, but he's going to get on base a lot. You'd like guys to be on base. And he's strong enough to drive the ball, too. Anybody can see that. And then Blake Burke is just really gifted, and like Jordan Beck, is obsessed with hitting. It's not like he ignores the other parts of his game, but it's a nice combination of work ethic and talent, which you love to see. Is kind of like what Coach Elander had, when he was back as a player. So he's going to be in the thick of the thing, and then we'll probably end up moving some guys around. I know the first 3 days there's a great chance we'll have 3 different lineups.
I'll be live tonight at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central, an hour before the ball yard starts. I can't wait to watch it. You can watch that on MLB.com. You can watch it on the MLB network on television. So I'm going to be glued. And I'm going to be here from 6 to 7, just yakking about it. If you want to talk some dingers, if you want to talk some chin music, you want to talk some handlebar mustaches. I love that guy's mustache. I wish I could do that. I want me a handlebar mustache, and I want to take the mound again. I used to pitch in high school. Yeah, I did. So anyway, it'll be a fun night. I hope you'll join me. Thank you all of you for all the support. Appreciate you much. See you in the next video. See you tonight on the live.